You're learning about that business, my friend. You're learning. I never told you I was in that business. I got out quick. Didn't go well. Very happy with our guys' effort. We have 41 deflections. Obviously, you guys all know we only had 8 scholarship guys tonight. Unfortunately, I'm used to coaching without my team. It's going back to last season. And then last season, the conference tournament, the tournament, this summer, Spain. So it's a bad habit. I'd like to end it, but trying to get these guys to understand that what we're all about here at UCLA, which is play defense and have your mind on defense. If you got your mind on the right things, results will follow. So just so you know, we're trying to break, as Coach Carlson told me, you're trying to break bad habits and build good habits at the same time. It's really hard. But that's the life of coaching the 7 freshmen.
Would you say you started to settle in a little better on defense for the second half? It seemed like
They only shot 25% or 32% first. I think they got a little tired with some shots. They got some guys who can shoot that didn't shoot it so well tonight. I think we did get better. I would agree with you there.
Were you generally happy with it?
Yeah,
effort and intensity.
Look, when you're coaching young guys, Rick Pitino taught me a long time ago, you gotta never ask guys to do things you haven't trained them to do. And you gotta be realistic in what they're capable of. They're gonna try and still make mistakes. All my job, right, I gotta just make sure their mind is on the things that we need them to be on so we can become who we want to become. And their mind was on the right thing. Now we have 8 new guys that never realized that we practice on game day. I don't know if you've ever seen us. We don't have shooting. We practice. And you see the result of, the team that was ready today because of our preparation today in practice. So it's all, everything we do, they were in shock. I asked Daimar, I said, you guys do this? No. Full practice, hour and a half. Noon, game at 6. And only had 8 guys.
Sebastian Mack talked a little bit about his performance.
I told you, you've seen him, so, he's got offense, he's got great quickness, man. When he does make the threes, he's a problem. Because he's so fast if you get him. But since Dylan went down, he's really played well at the point. He had 7 assists. Since Dylan went down, he has slid back over to the point, him and, sharing it with Jan Vide. And he struggled with it early because he was just 100 miles an hour on the gas. As you know, he was when we watched him in AAU. But, he's coachable. He's got a real basketball aptitude and intelligence. So he's improving every day. Just, again, off the ball defense is something my friend Jeff Kaufman wasn't a specialist at Coronado High School. Finding good quality cigars and free golf, he's great at.
Hey Coach, John W. Davis with the Southern California Newsroom.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. Can you kind of talk to me about, I have a couple questions for you. Do you feel like your team answered any questions that you may have thought about them, or is this just an exhibition game?
No, look, when you're trying to build a house, okay, you got to pound nails every day. So this was, we laid some foundation tonight on what we're, on our culture, who we are. I saw the football coach from Utah, who's one of the best I've seen, because winning there in football is unreal. He made a statement that, when you get to us, that you become us. We don't change for you. And, that we're in the process of those guys becoming us. Where they came from, they didn't play like us. We're here if the other team scores, it's a problem. I don't want 5 players unhappy, all coaches unhappy, and everybody on the bench unhappy if the other team scores. That's how we play. And that's very new for them, so it's just good. It's, tonight was a step in the direction. I think their mind tonight was on the right thing. Not, their mind wasn't on scoring, their mind was playing defense. I told them, you know, we'll score, I'm not worried about them. Yeah, but you gotta be able to stop people.
Right. I had a couple more for you. From your perspective, was there any particular reason why you chose to go with the 5 guys you did for the starting lineup?
Well, we only had 8.
I know.
Alon in particular had been practicing really well. So I wanted to give him a chance, even though we were gonna have to play small, which we probably won't a lot this year. You know, his future is as a wing, a shooter, and a great rebounder. Not really, you know, Sebastian's played really well in practice, so that's where I went with him.
Mhm.
Obviously, Kenny's the veteran guy. But I knew I was gonna have to rotate them all because they were gonna be tired.
And lastly, obviously you had, you know, a couple guys out for maybe
4.
Injuries, a
Yeah.
couple guys out maybe because
Hey, Dem's ready, he's
Yeah.
out for precaution.
Okay.
But he's ready, I expect to see, when do we play?
Monday.
Yeah, I expect to see Dem
Okay.
at the opening tip Monday.
Yeah, excuse me.
Not, there'll be no suspense, it's not like, I mean, if you see him walk out for the opening tip, he's
Okay.
not coming off the bench.
All right, last one for me. Is there something that you still feel like, from a big picture, if you can kind of step out, is there still an unanswered question about this team kind of?
Oh, well, we don't even know who we are, I mean, we still haven't played a scrimmage, a game with Adai and Burke. So, it's, you know, it's just the way the cards are falling on the table, and we gotta play them. You know, so that part of it is gonna be, you know, hopefully they're playing Monday. Okay, but we're incorporating so many new guys, it's gonna be, you know, the coaching staff's gonna have to do a great job trying to figure out who we're gonna be and how we need to play.
Thank
You
you.
know, tonight we played small and switched. That's not gonna happen. You know, you're gonna see lineups with Burke and Dem and Dye in the same lineup. I mean, you know, that's reality, hopefully. So, you know, that lineup can be playing zone. So we just, you know, and I may be wrong about that. We may have to go the other way. So we're just gonna have to see, but it's tough because it's been a really weird offseason because it was great, the guys got to hang out in Spain, but we practice one way, but we never get to play that way. You know, we practice with all those guys, but we don't get to play in scrimmages and games and foreign tour. We haven't been able to play with all our guys. And unfortunately, I'm used to it, because I've been dealing with that a lot since I've been the coach here. But I want to thank Cal State Dominguez Hills kids, wish them luck this year for coming over and playing us tonight. All right, guys, I'm with these guys. You got something else you need?
You had both Sebastian and Lazar played over 30 minutes. Was that an intentional?
Brandon was
usage?
cramping. And Will took a shot to the shoulder the other day. Is he over there? No. Yeah, I think something happened yesterday in practice. So, and then Alon fell off a scooter on the way to the game. Like literally, I was worried we had 6 guys an hour before the game. He really did. You see his hand was all taped up?
I didn't notice that.
One last.
We gotta put a scooter rule in.
Just-
It happened to somebody else the week before, Devin Williams. Go ahead.
And then
Yeah, the chances of them wearing a helmet aren't good.
one more thing. Devin Williams was 6 of 9. What did you make of his performance in the paint and around in that mid-range?
Devin Williams has got tremendous upside. Tremendous. He's coordinated, he's long, he's got a good touch, and he's a very bright kid. When he's 220 pounds, he's a real problem for people. But as you see, you know, when you go to play, some of the people when you see him play every day against a gun home, it's tough, right? You know, Dem looks, right? He looks like, what, I mean, you look at the dude, right? You know.
It's a dumb moment.
Yeah, and he's gonna rip the rim off and eat it for lunch. Devin's, you know, guarding some guy from Crespi last year.